You know, sometimes people tell me that they're angry at Hollywood and that they don't see any values coming out of Hollywood. And then I say to them, so when was the last time you went to see a movie? Well, I don't watch movies. Well, then you really can't say that Hollywood doesn't have values or show good values and tell good stories in their films and television productions, whether it's online, you know, or in whatever format we see them. Because I can tell you that I've talked to directors and to television producers, and you know, they're like everybody else. They have families, and at the end of the day, they go home, and they want to be with their families more than anything. So that's the first thing we need to lay out there. I think the second big point to make is that Hollywood is a business with commercial interests, and because of this, they're always out to make money. If a program doesn't make money, do you remember when they took Murder, She Wrote off the air? That was about 10 or 12 years ago. They took Murder, She Wrote off the air, and everybody was so upset because it had such a big audience. But it skewed older. The audience was older. Older audiences don't have so much money to spend, or they're more careful about how they spend their money. So television then wants to have television shows that's going to attract people with money. So it's teenagers and young adults, maybe between the ages of 15 to 50, which are your bigger spenders. So the companies will want to buy commercials time. That's how it works. So we always have to remember that it's a business. At least here in the United States. In other countries, cinema is more art. People make art not to make money. They need money and they get it from the government or from different channels or whatever, but it's not as so profit-driven as it is here and celebrated when it makes so much money. But having said that, I remember when I interviewed Sam Elliott for the Good Dinosaur movie. Well, first of all, I said, what's a bad dinosaur? But anyway, it's a children's animated film. And he said he was really happy to be able to call his mother and told him, and this is a grown man, right? To call his mother and tell her that he was making this film for children and how happy that made her, that he was doing something that would be for children. But he's always tried to be careful about what he does do, the films that he gets involved with, because he wants his mother to be able to appreciate what he does. And I thought, what a good norm that is. You know, if you keep in mind, would your mother want to see this? That might help some people tell better stories, write better scripts that don't have to be so extreme in regards, especially to violence, I think. That would be a good norm. Would you want to show your mother? And I think a lot of these people, do you want to show your children? Sometimes they even ask. Mark Wahlberg, for example, I got to talk to him one time about media, and you know, he's not proud of some of his early work. He's not. And I think we see more recently, he did do the Ted 1 and Ted 2 movies, but he did ask the Pope's forgiveness for that. So he's aware that everybody is watching his films, and I think his latest film was Instant Family, and it's a lovely, funny, very, very good family film. So I think that that means anybody could watch it. Although family films can also be very boring, this one is not. Because family films, you can't entertain a 5-year-old and a 95-year-old in the same film often. That takes a really good movie like The Lion King or something like that. But yes, I would say that there are people, the people who work here are just like you and me. There's an army of people here. It takes an army to make a film or produce a television series. We've had the television show Fresh Off the Boat. They've shot 2 episodes in our book center here because they needed a bookstore, and we're very happy to welcome them. But it's like welcoming an army because there's so many pieces and so many people involved in every aspect of production. So you can think of this too, that Hollywood, our entertainment, does employ and give work to a lot of creative people. And And storytelling is such a wonderful medium to share our humanity and to shed light on humanity. And when a film is good, when a television series is good, it sheds truth and light on the human reality. And that serves everyone. And we might say, well, that's not Catholic. Well, yes, it is. Gaudium et Spes, the last document of Vatican II, says in there, and I'm paraphrasing, that what is truly human is truly of the gospel, and what is truly of the gospel is truly human. So when we celebrate our humanity in its fullness, that's when we're really doing well with the media.